It is time to show the world who truly is her master!
Calypso thinks he's real gas, doesn't he? I tell him I don't want to be a big jock anymore, and he twists my words and shrinks me down to the size of a thumbtack. And then he has the nerve to tell me to join the Small Brawl League. How dare he mock me! When I win, I'm gonna undo my wish, and then I'm gonna beat his ass from here to Dublin.
Inferno's Crucible. This used to be the place I held my first Twisted Metal contest. I've done some renovations to this place, including a central heating unit. Los Angeles, the capital of the entertainment industry, is always far more entertaining when it's being destroyed. Let's scare off the rest of the transplants, shall we? Redstone Gulch. I love a relaxing desert getaway. Perfect place for barbecue. If it gets too hot for you here, you could always roll down your window. I've hired a headhunter and acquaintance of mine to test your skills. Meet Primeval. He is just giddy to take you as his trophy. Westgate, Galleria. We're having a Black Friday sale. By the end of the day, nearly all vehicles should be slashed in half.
Hey, I'm walking here, you friggin' maniac.
music and your fast cars.
Lindberg Heights. A sense of deja vu might make you think you've been here before. Why not start things off with a good old-fashioned octagon fight? And then we'll see who's the real king of the kill.
Stupid drivers!
Oh no! It seems you've upset our contractors. Mega Auger doesn't look too happy, and he is going to want payback for all the construction work you've destroyed. Ashland Freeway. This highway was recently destroyed by an earthquake. Thousands died. Mother Nature can be so unforgiving. Don't worry, I'm sure you can do worse. Look who decided to visit us all the way from hell. Minion is always taking out his bitterness on whoever's nearby. Looks like that will be you. Havenfrost! Snow everywhere! With Christmas just around the corner, we all know who's coming. Let's see what Santa brought us this year. I asked him for more napalm. Midtown Urbania. With buildings as tall as these, there's guaranteed destruction. Plenty of space for you to run to. But can you find a place to hide? Look at you. You've done so well, contestant. I thought I'd treat you to some ice cream. Don't worry about paying dark too. This one's on me.
And let me show you just how sweet I can be!
So you thought you were done? Didn't you? Warpath has been so eager to show you just how much destruction it can bring in a matter of seconds.
guess my small size played a part in me winning. Sure, I was able to breeze circles past the other cars, even that blasted Warpath, but it wasn't worth being stuck like this for a whole bleeding year. I was so small, the feckers at the front gate didn't even notice me. I had to drive through a hole in the wall to get inside. Luckily, Calypso had a rat problem. When I finally got in there, I saw him from across the room, which seemed to stretch on for miles. He was lounging, that smug look on his burnt face, surrounded by fools and sycophants. He didn't have to worry about what to eat. He didn't have to worry about finding tiny car parts or getting stepped on or massive ants. But that would all be behind me. All I had to do was drive across the room, stare him straight in the eye, and demand he give me back my body, man-sized and proper. And then I was gonna beat him black and blue with me bare hands. I sped forward, heading straight for him as fast as my car could go. But I didn't realize the looming threat until it was too late. I was barely halfway when there was a massive beast blocking my path. It made a low, grating rumble, glaring at me with its hateful blue eyes. The soulless black pupils saw me as another meal and nothing else. Its fur was as white as snow, and the only thing sharper than its fangs were its claws. I found myself face to face with Calypso's bloody cat. Oh sure, laugh it up. But it's not funny when your car's as big as a hamster. That thing's the size of a mountain to me. And don't get me started on small prey instinct, boyo. It only took one good swipe of its paw, and my car was skittering across the floor like a toy. I barely had time to scream as I was flipped over, my wheels spinning in the air, knocked clean out of my seat. Next thing I know, I'm on the ground staring up at the monster. I was at its mercy. But it had none to give. It played with me. It kept tearing at me with its claws, let me try to crawl away before dragging me back. I screamed for Calypso. I screamed for anyone to help, but I was too small. Nobody even noticed me. When it had its fun, it ate me up, and I slid right down its gritty gullet. I barely made it past its teeth unscathed, as I found myself surrounded by its hot, putrid breath. The smell of weak old fish and grave dirt flooded my nostrils as I was swallowed whole. A lesser man would have died that day. But I came too damn far to be eaten by some mingy fucking cat. As I slid down its windpipe, I used whatever strength I had left to raise my arms and legs, trying to get myself lodged in its throat. It worked like a charm, it did. After choking for a moment, it hacked me right back out. I ran to my car, ignoring the pain, the fear, and the humiliation I went through once again after fighting tooth and nail for what I deserved. All of this was Calypso's fault. It was just some sick joke to him. Oh, let me tell ya, if I wasn't pissed before, now I'm fuming. Next year, I'll win again, and I'll use both wishes to have my revenge. And I'll make sure it's served cold.